best, newest places, man. It's like the unknown secret that's about to bust out and everybody's going to catch on. Chris from Cycle Source, you put this together with the guys from Nash, and I tell you what, you did a great job. Tell me where we're at and what's going on.
Well, this is a place we're calling the Limp Nicky lot. It's South Ridgewood, across from Miller's Parts in Daytona. And basically what we put here, man, was a way for the new generation that's coming into the American motorcycle scene to express their part of the culture, because you know a lot of it's still the same, but you got guys that are, you know, anywhere from their early 20s up to where they're 40 that they're bringing cultures into this thing with them now, with skateboarding and BMX and motocross and punk music and heavy metal, and those things, you know, it's really not playing into the rest of the scene. So we decided to just come down here and do our own thing, and whatever happened. You know what the cool thing is, that these guys are all like family. You know, you talked about them being blue collar workers and hard workers. You know, this is how they've been living for years. You know, they're as much a part of this industry as anything else, and they go out on the road all the time. They're always around each other. They're always together. So this lot was just like a no-brainer. You know, we brought them all together at the same place, and it worked out so good, man. There's been such good energy here, and all week long people have been in and out of the lot checking everything out, and just nonstop good words about it. I'm thrilled.
The bikes are unbelievable, and but it's not new for you, man, because you've been delivering a lot of good word with your magazine, Cycle Source, on a national level, man. Got to congratulate you for what you're doing in the industry, because how easy or how hard is that to do on a monthly basis?
Man, you know, we've been 11 years now, 11 years last month, so every 30 days from 11 years, starting from a little regional free publication, growing it up to, you know, big regional with a price tag, and then national newsstand, 50 states in Canada. And man, it just gets harder and harder every time we go to the plate with stuff, man. But the work is so good, because when you come out to stuff like this and you hear people talk about the things that you're doing, and the stories are important, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just stuff that we're looking to shove into a magazine to put out on the stands. Those stories are important to people. They connect with people, and that's the proudest thing that you can do. You know, the best thing I can say about this is the way things used to be. It's a good friend of all of ours, Coach East, he always says that, you know, the way things were and the way they should still be. A lot of these guys, that's the way they live this stuff, you know, and that's where this all started from. It all started from people that just loved this scene and loved motorcycling, and they lived it 110%. That's what these guys do. That's what we do with the magazine. That's what it's about.
We're at the Stone Edge Skate Park. We've got Dave Nichols here, a well-renowned legend in the motorcycle industry. Dave, for people who don't know, fill us in on all your titles and what you've been doing with this motorcycle industry of ours.
Well, I'm the editor of Easy Riders Magazine, V-Twin Magazine, and take care of all the media stuff, our TV stuff that we do at Paisano Publications. And we've got 13 different magazine titles, mostly motorcycles, some tattoo, some custom trucks, some hot rods, rat rods, that kind of stuff. Just about anything and everything that has to do with a passionate lifestyle that revolves around motors and things that we all love, you know.
To publish that many magazines, I mean, it's got to come down to a science.
Yeah, I tell people it's like that old episode of the Lucy Show where she's wrapping chocolates on a conveyor belt. It's like that, and there's another one coming right after the other one, and you're just wrapping those chocolates as fast as you can, you know. I do Easy Riders and V-Twin every month, and it's not easy, because you've got to also come to events like this and be with people and talk to advertisers and see what's new and cool, and it's not real glamorous. You're sitting at a desk, you're typing away, you're trying to write stories about how cool Daytona was this year, and you don't really have any sense that anybody is actually reading what you are writing until you come to an event like this, and then everybody comes up and goes, hey, remember back at about 99, there was an article that you wrote and I read it, and you know, it changed my life or something. You go, damn, you know, we actually do have an impact on the biker world out there. You know, and we were doing a V-Twin TV on Speed Channel, which was a lot of fun to do. That's being syndicated now all over the country. And we're still doing some different TV things, but really the heart and soul of it, you know, it always will be for us, is doing the magazines, doing Easy Riders. You know, there's nothing more fun than doing Easy Riders magazine.
Some of the characters and people you've had through the years, guys like Rip, I mean, how can they be replaced?
Well, you don't. See, that's really true. I mean, when Rip passed away, we didn't try to replace him and have anybody else do his job. He was an absolute original. So was David Mann. I mean, we've had so many incredible people who come through the offices there at Easy Riders, and it's still that way. It's a crazy, wild place, let me tell you. It's always evolving. The whole motorcycle scene, the custom bike scene, is constantly changing. And so right now, at this moment, anything that people can build to put on a stock Harley-Davidson, it doesn't matter if it's a mirror or floorboards or what, that is hot right now. And people are coming out of the woodworks and making some really cool products. Some of the custom guys have had a hard time in the last couple of years. Everybody's getting into baggers, bobbers. There's so, you watch the industry twist and turn like a snake, But at the heart of it, it's still about, as well as I do, when you see a motorcycle, it's either cool or it's not cool, and it hits you right here. And it may not be anything you can explain to somebody, like it's the way the bike sits, or I wouldn't mind being seen on that bike. But there's something about it that just hits you right in the chest, It's all heart and soul. It really is. And that's, even though things change constantly, and yes, there's all kinds of new people that are into motorcycling, that's great. The more the merrier. 2-3 years from now, you won't be able to even walk around in here. There'll be so many people. So it's a great time to be into custom bikes, especially all the stuff that's coming out now, because, yeah, it's come full circle, and people have kind of turned away from the very high dollar, huge back tire kind of bikes that were so prevalent, Now it's all about riding the bike and getting out there and, getting your hands dirty and busting a knuckle, and it's great. I couldn't be happier about the way things are going. It's getting back to being about it what it always used to be, riding bikes.
And it's good to see you out at places like this supporting this stuff and being on the next wave, the next curve, as you guys always are. And it really shows that you guys are real. And it's really good to see you out here, too. Well, Dave, any last words to the viewers of Born to Ride TV?
Kids, drink your milk, do what Mom and Dad says, and ride motorcycles.
Hey, stay tuned. We'll be right back with a look at the ultra cool bikes from the Nash Motorcycle Company after these important messages.